Greetings, my lovelies, and welcome to another episode of Critiquing the Critics. Today we are going to be discussing a couple of schmoes who know. Based on that, you may be able to guess who my next subject is. Schmoes know? Huh, knowing my sense of humor, I was sure I would have done some stupid attempt at misdirection. Like this. Greetings, my lovelies, and welcome to another episode of Critiquing the Critics. Today we are going to be discussing a couple of schmoes who know. Based on that, you may be able to guess who my next subject is. Guru, Larry, and Wes. See, it's funny because you wouldn't presume it's them based on the schmoes and the no thing. Shut up. Yeah, that is more martial horror-esque. Unless maybe I'm not martial horror. Dun dun dun! Wait a minute, that was pretty stupid, right? 'Cause if so, then I guess I really am me. Whew. That was a close one. Anyway, here is their opening theme song. Schmoes Know is a web show hosted by Mark and Christian. Actually, it's more like an empire run by Mark and Christian. Seriously, the Schmoville has a lot of crazy stuff. Interviews, trailer reviews, podcasts, best of / worst of lists, reviews of movies, reviews of TV shows, reviews of comic books, box office discussions. This is just too much stuff to talk about. Goddamn. They seem to do everything. Well, except porn. Or do they? Dun dun dun! They don't. Yeah, I checked. Anyway, for the sake of simplicity and laziness, I'm only going to be covering their contemporary movie reviews. Although their coverage of TV shows, whether it be whole seasons or a single episode, follows a similar format, so you can go ahead and lump those in here too. So let's bring up the reviewer Triforce and get to the more serious and boring part of this video. They emphasize humor? No. Information? Nah. Technicals? Well, if yes means no, then yes, so no. Well, if not any of those, then what is their primary focus? Them. So naturally, we'll start with discussing the technicals. Here's the thing. To acquire the level of internet respectability that they have, you require top-notch equipment, which they obviously purchased. Amazing video, audio, I love the poster-filled backgrounds, but believe it or not, take away all of this flash and you're left with a vlog. Dun dun dun. Oh, we aren't doing that? Sorry. The videos are at least edited. They occasionally will splice in stills or clips of whatever they're covering, and the parts where I'm presuming they stumble in their words are removed using not-so-subtle transitions. I think I just found a new way not to rely on other people's footage. Did we just need that? Okay, this is getting pretty annoying now. Okay, what's the next line? I hate my internet connection and the noise it makes. Okay, here we go. Here, crap, I can't find it. Oh, if you remember. Okay, got it. Get my drink. Eat a piece of paper. Ah! Edit out now! Okay, let's just pretend you did not just witness what goes on behind the scenes of Critiquing the Critics and continue with this review. If you remember my review of Mr. G movie reviews, it's a similar editing style, but it's smoother. There are less jumps, and the schmoes use transition effects, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, positive arrow points up because these production values are far better than what is usually required of vloggers. And we all know that I do not like vloggers, even though I am one. Shut up. Actually, co-reviewing does fix a lot of the pacing issues that comes with vlogging. There isn't any downtime, and when one isn't sure what to say, the other usually can pick up the slack, and this goes back and forth. For all the things that Schmoes Know has going for it, its success or failure really comes down to the schmoes themselves. I know, who would have guessed, right? I think they have chemistry, but see for yourself.
What I really liked about this movie was the fact that it wasn't traditional movie storytelling.
Absolutely not, no.
That's what I really liked about it, and again, you just never really know who the star of the movie is.
the star of the movie is the movie, and
Yeah.
what I mean when I say that is that this movie is pretty proud of itself. Like I enjoyed the way it told the story, but it gets a little heavy-handed. It's a little coincidental to begin with, and the performances are great. I thought the movie fell in love with itself a little bit too much.
I like that the movie fell in love with itself because it made me fall in love with it. How about that? You like that? It was a movie that I was engaged in. Is it a little slow at points? Yeah, absolutely. But it's because the acting is so phenomenal and the directing was really spectacular as well that it just meshed it all together. And when I say that for a reason.
I enjoyed seeing them agree, disagree, and poke fun at each other or their subject. Their interactions are always a lot of fun. Anything I can say about them individually? Well, Mark might be a tad funnier, while Christian might be a hair of a better critic, but it's close either way. As for the humor, they usually open with a silly gag. Sometimes it's a sketch, other times it's a joke, or they will set up their opinions in a humorous way.
And now, for my next trick, I will make Mark Ellis disappear. Now, for my next trick, I will make Mark Ellis a teddy bear again.
You know I'm editing this video, right?
Ta-da!
They goof around a lot, so there is a consistent level of amusement to be found in their videos, but I wouldn't call their reviews hilarious. They're amusing. I always smile or chuckle, but rarely laugh out loud. Still, arrows go from them to the humor since it's their personalities that provide the comedy, and an arrow goes up because it works. The information is a bit trickier. Their videos tend to be between 5 and 10 minutes, so there isn't a lot of room for hardcore analyzation. I said anal. But when the critiquing works, they bring up plenty of good points and explore them adequately. I do like how they approach their show not as critics, but just as dudes who happen to like movies, but also happen to know what makes their chosen medium work or fail.
Yeah, well, him and Numi Rapace, I thought, had a very nice interplay. It was a little
acting. You mean like
yeah,
real acting?
It was a little distant, and it was kind of cool to see them. Are they in love? Are they just using each other for business purposes? I like that. I just felt the whole movie it went the other side of being a corny action flick. It just took itself entirely too seriously for what this was, and the villains kind of let me down again. Much like us, it's like they just felt like cartoons.
But when their critiquing doesn't quite work, they can become repetitive, complainy. I'm pretty sure that's not a word, and I won't understand why they feel the way they do. This doesn't happen often, but it does happen. It's a problem that plagues, I think, a lot of unscripted videos. Arrow points up. Well, that completes the Triforce. Or does it? I just made lines all over that Triforce. Luckily, I enjoyed the reviews primarily because they make a fun team. Everything else is just gravy. Am I the only one that thinks it makes more sense to show a clip that only has one of the Schmoes when discussing their work as a team? Yes, I am. They like to use decimals in their ratings, so I shall too. They get a 3.19782834334435454544 and 3/4 of a puppy. Hashtag I'm pretty sure I used this joke before out of 4 stars. If they look fun and/or you are interested in recent movie releases, check them out. But here's the thing, Schmoes Know almost transcends my rating system. I've given plenty of higher ratings before, such as to Heisu Otaku and Apollo Z Hack. But what makes the Schmoes unique is that I found myself watching all of their stuff, from podcasts to reviews, and I usually hate podcasts more than I hate vlogs. Even with 4-star reviewers, I generally won't follow them outside of their primary show. So in some ways, the Schmoes have become my favorite video producers because I've been watching everything they do. Anything else I have to say? Oh yeah, apparently on the full moon, one of the Schmoes, I suspect Mark, turns into a pretty lady and reviews comics in a sideshow called Stacked. I won't discuss these videos because the format is different and it probably deserves its own episode, but we have to put him down with a silver bullet before anyone else catches this disease. Now you might say, but Martial Horror, I'm pretty sure they just recruited a woman to do comic book reviews. That would be stupid, and you are stupid if you believe that. Clearly the most logical answer is Mark is a werewoman. Dun dun dun! Pretty scary. So check out Stat 2 before I release Mark from his curse. Although I am pretty lazy, so that might be quite some time from now. If you'd like to watch their videos, I shall provide links to their website and YouTube channel in the Show More section below. Once you're done checking them out, throw me a bone and look at my website. Follow my tweets. Although, personally, I would just continue checking out their stuff. Yeah. Anyway, my name is Marshall Horror, and I'm here to tell you that those who cannot do, critique. What's the next line? I hate my internet connection and the noise it makes. Okay, here we go. Here, crap, I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh, if you remember. Okay, got it. Get my drink. Eat a piece of paper. Ah! Edit it out now!